Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine at your home and also are studying through these online videos and the notes provided to you. Every day you should have the habit to study from these videos and write your notes. Don't make your work pending, as you know that in the next week you have to submit your copies. So now today for class 7 we are now going to start new chapter, chapter 3, that is fiber from fabric, animals fiber. Already in class 6 you have studied about plant fibers, cotton and jute, all these things. But now in class 7 we are now going to study about animals fiber. So what do you mean by animals fiber? Those fiber which are obtained from animals. They are called animal fiber. And animal fibers are also used for making clothing materials, for making the carpets or making woolen clothes. So these all things. So now let's start our first topic, that is the wool. The wool is the main animal fiber which we are obtained from animals, and we are using this for making different types of clothing materials. So do you know, children, those animals who produce wool or different types of fiber which are used by us, they are called wool yielding animals. So what are wool yielding animals? Yes, those animals which produce wool. Okay, wool fibers, they are called wool yielding animals. And in India, mainly some animals like sheep, yak, rabbit, they are used for, and some camels are also used to obtain the wool, but not in India, but in abroad also, in outside of the India, in other countries also. The animals like alpaca, llama, they are some other breed of camel and goat actually, and they are also used for obtaining the wool fiber. Okay, so they are the mainly these group of animal which produce wool, and these wools are used by us for making our clothing materials. These type of animals are called wool yielding animals. Okay, so now in this chapter we are going to study about the obtaining of wool fiber from the animals, okay, rearing and breeding them, and to the final touch, in the final processing of the wool. We are now going to study about all the topic one by one. Okay, yes, let's start with the process on which the wool yielding, those people who are generally doing this occupation, accepted this occupation as their career, they have to go through this following process to obtain the wool from the animals, sheep. Okay, the first one is rearing and breeding of sheep. Rearing and breeding of sheep is keeping the sheep in the farmhouse and maintaining them. And actually, sheep are the herbivorous animals. They only feed the green plants and the leaves. But the sheep which are kept in the farmhouse for wool yielding process, for the wool yielding process, they are given the mainly the protein rich food like corn, like oil cakes, like jowar, bajra. These all are given to them for the better development of their wool fiber. Okay, and after some time, what happened? After fed on this proteinous food, they develop a very thick, healthy, shiny wool on their body. And once they develop this hair, so on that time this wool is shaped up. Okay, so this is all the rearing and breeding of sheep. Now come to the next step, that is the shearing. Shearing means the saving of the sheep hair to obtain the fleece of the animal along with thin layer of skin, that is called shearing. And shearing always done once in a year during the spring season or during the early summer. Shearing is done, this process, once again I am telling you, this process is involving the shaving of sheep's hair from their body to obtain the fleece along with thin layer of skin. And you must be thinking that if the thin layer of skin is shaved from their body, they may be suffer from pain. No children, this is not so, because that upper thin layer of their body, that skin is dead, like our nails, like our hair. When we cut our hair, when we cut our nails, we do not feel pain on that time, because our hair and our nails, yes, of course it is made up of protein, but it is made up of dead cell. That's why we do not feel pain on that time. Like that, sheep also not feeling pain during the shearing process, and after shearing they are dipped into the antiseptic solution to avoid any skin infection. Okay, so this is all shearing, about shearing. Now comes to washing or scouring. In washing and scouring, what happened? The sheared wool is then washed with a soap solution in a number of tank, in a number of way. Okay, and to remove the grease, dirt, dust from the wool fiber. And so we can find the definition of washing or scouring also. The process of removing dust, dirt and grease from the wool fiber, that is called scouring. And scouring is also done by machines. Shearing is also done by machine, and scouring is also done by machine. Now comes to shorting. In shorting process, what happened? After washing the fiber, wool fiber, it is dried up, and these dried wool fiber is then shorted out in different groups according to their texture. Like long fibers are sorted in one group, short fiber are sorted in one group, medium fiber are sorted in another group. So like that, sorting is carrying on. Sorting means the sorting of the wool fiber according to their quality and their texture. Okay, now comes to carding. In carding, what happened? The wool fiber is straightened, means they are making the wool fiber, actually the wool of the sheep is curly. Okay, curly, but it should be straight, so they are made straightened by pressing with a roller on them. Okay, so this process is called carding, the straightening of wool fiber by pressing with a roller, that is called carding. Now comes to dyeing. Dyeing means after straightening, the wool fiber is dipped into several color, whatever is needed. Okay, actually the hair of the sheep are generally white, black or brown in color, but these are colored in desirable, whatever is needed, so that is called dyeing. They are dyed with number of colors. Now after that, spinning and weaving, and once the wool fiber is rolled, straightened and dyed, after that the long fiber are used for making the sweaters. They are spun into yarns, okay, and sold in the market, and the short fibers are used for making the machine sweaters, machinery, shawl, sweater, muffler, these all things. So children, this is all about how to obtain wool from the sheep. Okay, some interesting things I am going to tell you, that wool is a protein. Okay, wool is a protein that is developed on the sheep's body, but cotton is a carbohydrate. Actually, it is a form of cellulose. Okay, so that's why the burning of wool produces a very bad smell, and which cotton does not, because it is a natural fiber, plant fiber, but wool is an animal fiber and it is a protein developed on the sheep's body. Also, do you know children, during this shorting, the workers who are working in the shorting factory, they have to short the different types of wool fiber. On that time, they are facing a very dangerous bacteria which infect their lungs, and that is called Shorter's disease. Okay, and that is a occupational hazard. So children, I think I have described all the topics one by one. I think you all have better understand these topics. So this is all for today. We will continue our class in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.